Good morning, everyone. Thursday, February 24th, the Right Angle Release Show here on Covers, and it looks a little bit different. Back in the office for the first time in a little bit over a week. Enjoyed time down in Mexico, but it is time to get back to work. We've got plenty of college basketball coverage here on Covers, but also NBA coverage, NHL coverage, and a lot more. And something I will say before we get going is if you're not already following the channel, you have to do it now. It's not going to take much effort for you to hit that button right below the feed. And we'll give you a couple more reasons why as we get through the show here. But if you're enjoying this type of content, you definitely want to subscribe and stay with us, because not only might we have more from these same guys at Right Angle Sports, but potentially other content that's very similar to this when it relates to the NBA. So I'll leave it as a bit of a teaser. We'll have more news in the next couple of days, but certainly something to be excited about. And something else to also be excited about as it pertains to the guys at Right Angle Sports. They have another phase of their service run live on their website now. So if you want to check that out, go over. Ed and the team have all the details up on the Right Angle Sports Twitter account, as well as their page too. So be sure to check that out for them. If this is your first time here on the show, I'm going to set the ground rules and what to expect before we get into it, because this show is different and more unique than anything else that you're going to find when it comes to sports betting content online. This is how betting at the highest level works, and this is a direct view into why lines move and how lines move as well. So, Right Angle Sports, a team of professional bettors who have immense market respect in every sport that they bet, but they specialize in college basketball and have been winning for more than 2 decades. Plain and simple. When they make a bet, every single sportsbook in the market moves off of their bet. And so because we are giving out their bets here on the show, we have to keep it fair for everybody who's watching the stream to give everyone a chance to get the bets. And so in order to do this, we have a release procedure. And so it starts with a setup. And so when you hear me say a game and I say to set it up, that means you go through your sportsbook, find the bet, and add it to your bet slip. And then we're going to wait. We're going to give everybody about 20 seconds to go through, find it as well. And then you're going to hear one of two things, either a go or a cancel. If I say go, that means that this is in fact a bet and you want to bet it immediately, because these lines are going to move in a hurry. And if you don't bet it right as I say go, you're going to miss the odds at your sportsbook. If I say cancel, that means that you want to remove the bet from your bet slip. It is not a bet. We are not betting on something that gets canceled. The reason that we do cancels is to keep both bettors and bookmakers honest who are watching this stream. Without the cancels, people would just bet it immediately as they hear what the pick is, and the line would move and nobody's going to be able to get the bets. When we do cancels, it keeps everyone honest and forces you to wait until that last second when you hear go. So again, you're going to hear setup, and then you're going to hear either go or cancel, and that's going to dictate what you do with the bet. So we're going to start now by setting up the first game for Thursday, and it is rotation number 836, Colorado -6. And this game is at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So it's going to be near the bottom of your sportsbook app. So you're going to want to scroll down, find Colorado -6. For those of you look at rotation numbers, game number 836. So we're going to give everybody about 10 more seconds to find Colorado -6. Get that into your bet slip, and then we're going to say go or cancel in just a few seconds. So last chance to get Colorado -6 into your bet slip. 836 Colorado -6 at 9 p.m. Eastern is a cancel. We're not betting Colorado -6. So it's not a bet. So if you have it in your bet slip, take it out. We are not betting Colorado -6. Continuing on, setting up game number 835, Arizona State +6. And this game is at 9 p.m. Eastern as well. Game number 835, Arizona State +6. Go through your sportsbook, find Arizona State +6, add it to your bet slip. We'll give everybody another 10 seconds to find Arizona State +6, game number 835. Arizona State +6 is a cancel. We are not betting Arizona State +6. Take it out of your bet slip. This is not going to be a bet. Third setup of today. Game number 775. Pardon me, 775. IPFW +6. This game is at 7 p.m. Eastern. Game number 775. IPFW +6, 7 p.m. Eastern. So go through your sportsbook, find IPFW +6 at 7 p.m. Eastern, game number 775. We'll give everyone 5 more seconds to find IPFW +6. Game number 775, IPFW +6 at 7 p.m. is a cancel. Canceling IPFW +6, not betting it. Take it out of your bet slip. Carrying on with the setups. Game number 851, UC Irvine -1.5, 10 p.m. Eastern, near the bottom of your sportsbook app. Game number 851, UC Irvine -1.5, 10 p.m. Eastern time. Scroll through and find this at the bottom of your sportsbook app. We'll give everybody another 10 seconds to find UC Irvine -1.5. 851 UC Irvine -1.5 at 10 p.m. Eastern time is a go. We are betting on UC Irvine -1.5. It's a game that's going to end up moving in a hurry. So if you have it in your bet slip, you want to be betting this immediately. UC Irvine -1.5. As we can see already at FanDuel, money line is going up. Point spread is already going up. And this is going to move everywhere across the board. 1.5 is now 2.5 at FanDuel as we're seeing this number move. Curious, as you guys are watching this, now that the bets are in, were you able to get the number? What price did you get? Where did you play? Again, really the point of this that you're going to see, because this show is so different, is that a lot of sports books move and react to these bets in different ways. So if you're playing in a state that has several different sports books and you're always looking at the same one, you're missing a lot of the picture, because books are going to react differently. And you want to really pay attention to which books stay a little bit longer, which books are moving very quickly, because there's a good chance that people from the sports books are watching this show and moving it. But there's also a very good chance that people are watching other key sports books move and react, that either the guys are playing into or they have info, and then those sports books are just copying those prices and moving in line with the market. So we're seeing guys say that we're already up to 3.5 on DraftKings. FanDuel still at 2.5. Another couple of books, 365 available in a couple of states, still hanging back at -1.5. That's a book that has sort of notoriously been slow to move, but also very quick to limit. So an account there can get you bets for a while, but we'll see how they ultimately handle it. 1.5 at MGM. Other guys are saying it's 3 at Caesars, but in general, sounds like this was another successful release for the majority of the channel, who were able to get UC Irvine at -1.5. So remember, as you watch these shows, this is different from what you're seeing elsewhere. This isn't just empty analysis with a pick. These are real professionals betting that are moving the number. And so if you're playing at a book that makes it tough for you to get, look at other sports books, because you're going to get numbers from books that are a little bit slower. That's where your advantage is going to be following these moves. So we already saw this number jump up 2.5 at some key offshores already and trending higher. So this is a number that will get to 3, but already it's at least 1.5 to 2 points of movement on this side. That's it for today. Just the one bet, UC Irvine -1.5. A late one for you guys to stay up and watch, but we know how well the guys over at Right Angle Sports do with these West Coast teams. So a really nice bet there. And a point from Steve that I think is important to make too. The correlation between the full game price and the first half price. Usually you'll see the auto movement on those full games, and the first half tends to lag behind. If you're seeing that some of these books end up moving a lot, you can also look at first half, because often those markets aren't entirely correlated too. So something we can look at subsequent shows. We'll be back Saturday morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern with another Right Angle Release Show for a massive college basketball Saturday card, one of the last really big ones of the year before we get the conference championships and tournaments. If you enjoyed the show, again, stick with us, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you back here Saturday morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time.